What's good, YouTube? Your boy 21 here, and today finally is I'm giving you guys my gadget deck list. This is the list I've been playing with on Dueling Network that has helped me beat Cliff Ops, Burning Abyss, and Shadows pretty consistently in this format. So, here's a deck right here. Get a quick little rundown over it. So, without further ado, let's begin with some explanations. 2 red, 2 green, 2 yellow, instead of 3 this time, and that's mainly because I felt like I didn't want to run 9 because you can't afford to open up cloggy hands in this format, because I feel like if you do, you're gonna have a hard time. So I wanted to keep the consistency as good as possible. This is a 40 card main deck, by the way. And with 2-2-2, I always find myself not drawing too many gadgets. Outside of that, rare incursions where you just have a brick hand, but we can't do it by brick hands. 3 brown gadget, aka Treacherous Melio, best anti-meta card in the game. It searches out your bottomless trap holes in your time space. Really useful. And it combos well with Kage, going Melio Kage, search out another Kage, set time space for bottomless path, or Mermelio Goldfish, pop back row. Really powerful plays. I threw the 1 T-King in the main deck, mainly because I felt like it is a control variant, and T-King would go in for every matchup, so why not just have him in the main deck just to cut my losses in card of the day, and that'll open up another slot for my side deck. Really powerful. 2 breakthroughs, 3 finishes for the format. Breakthroughs are good mainly for like Shadows, mainly shutting off Winda and shutting off Pallades and or Moral Text. 3 finish chains is good for everything else. Shadows, BA, lackluster against Cliff Off, but BA is one of the main decks, so you need to get something to hit the BA player. 2 Deep Prisons, because it's still good against Cliff Off, good against BA, and good against Shadows. 3 Wiretaps, one of the best cards in the one of the best traps in the deck. It pretty much handles all of your issues, and it's not going to give you an auto one against everything, but it does handle the BA player resolving their Fire Lakes, and it does handle the Tetanite players. This deck does have a Power Tetanite matchup. It stops their Nova plays, and it stops pretty much everything you need to stop. Send about the deck, stopping more Sanctums so they won't brand more to blow you up. It's just an overall solid card and really great in this format. You guys already know about these. Time Spaces really hurts Cliff Off. Last week, I pretty much went undefeated at locals with this deck. I entered as an X1, played 1 Blackwing player, destroyed him, played 2 Cliff Offs in the 3rd round and a 4th round, and this card was definitely an MVP of those matchups. And the 2 Vanities because it's Vanity and why not. And then the Wonka Pole, 1 Warren because these are some of the best traps in the game. 1 Regeki just to help clear big fields. It's okay at best, and it can steal you games, which is why I like it. The best tech in the deck is 2 creature swaps. The reason why I run 2 creature swaps is because, like, against the BA player, if they go first turn Dante, set back row, pass, you can go Gadget. They're going to let it resolve because they think it's a Gadget. They're going to underestimate you playing the deck. Then when you creature swap them, if they don't have a way to stop your creature swap or get rid of their monster, you're going to take their Dante. Now, while that might not win you the game off back, stealing a Dante and stalling with it can win you games. And against Cliff Off, it's just a slaughter, honestly. Played against 1 Cliff Off player last week, and literally games 2 and game 3, just creature swap, B-face in. Take his best monster. He tried to go Cliff Off monster, quick sacrifice pass. I go Gadget. He negate me with skill drain, and he already used 1600 damage with his tool. So summon Gadget negated, creature swap the Gadget, beat over Gadget, and pass. I was just controlling his board. Very good control card and underestimated. And I do expect this card to help me win a lot of my games at AFG Chicago. Soul Charge because it's Soul Charge, and 3 MSTs because it's Pendulum-based decks. I'm going to be honest, this extra deck is pretty much irrelevant. You mainly always go into 8 or X, Exciton, Heartland Draco, King, Castel, maybe Ragnar Zero, and Cowboy. Okay, it ain't really that irrelevant. Best Dweller, everything you see here is pretty much has its purposes. They can always come up at a random time and be useful. Harlan Draco especially against Cliff Off players that have a low life, that pay a lot of life, still a game away. If you're wondering why I run these 2 cards, these 2 cards are mainly for Stygian and Dirge. So if people are still citing Stygian-Durs, or you that one rogue player that is citing Stygian-Durs still, I have a Zen mains just in case, and I have this Giga X card just in case, because the extra deck really ain't tight like it used to be in the 9 Gadget build, where you had to run cards like Evolve Chain and stuff to resolve combos. This build is more lenient, because you're pretty much always going into a King and X to recycle your hand, and everything else is just for techie situations. Castell is pretty much relevant, the most best card in the extra deck right now because of the format, because it's bouncing back Dante's, Windows, and etc. Very powerful card. And I'm going to show you guys my side deck now because I just received everything in the mail. Well, not in the mail, I picked it up from the local. So let's begin. 1 Allied Justice for Satellite Knight matchup. 2 Trusted Trap Nightmares for Satellite Knight matchup. Like I said, once again, this deck has a very hard Satellite Knight matchup. For some reason, it can be BA, it can be Cliff Offs, it can be Shut Offs. It's just hard Satellite Knight matchup. So because they're doing the same thing that you're doing, but they're doing it faster and better, and they have a built-in Solemn Judgment into their deck. So you're going to want to run, like I said, the triple wire trap and these kind of things to slow them down and stop the Neb effect, and then this is going to match Neb, and you're pretty much going to be winning position. Quack Mirror Power Hand. This used to be No Mana Crossout. You guys, I am still an avid No Mana Crossout, and if this card didn't exist, I would still be running No Mana Crossout for the Shadow deck, but since I'm not, since my Shadow matchup isn't that bad, I opted to remove the crossouts for the Trap True Type Nightmares and the Allied Justice Caster, and opt going to this guy because he's pretty much a No Mana Crossout. For you guys that don't know what he does, when he attacks a lighter dark monster, negate their effect, and every end phase you have to reveal a normal trap card from your hand to keep him on the field. Very powerful card, and he's a machine, so he's searchable by Giga X. Let me see if I can focus in on the effect real quick for you guys. Come on, focus, bitch. There you go. So yeah. Did 2 Twisters, 3 System Downs for Cliff Offs, self-explanatory, bad S-Knight matchup, and pretty much Shadows and BA. I feel like I didn't need nothing else for Shadows and BA because I'm already maining the Vanities, 3 wiretaps, 2 time space, Thunder King. So the deck is pretty much anti-meta-ish. So you really don't need nothing else outside of 3 Shadow Mirrors for Shadows and BA. Now, some people might say, why aren't I maining this? Because you don't want to main a card that's terrible against 2 of your worst matchups, being Cliffworth and S-Knights. Cliffworth can really just steal games from you, and I don't want to have dead hands against them. And same thing with S-Knights. S-Knights just completely wreck you, so you don't want to have dead hands. Which is why this card is in the side deck rather than the main deck. So, this was my Gadget deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know some of you guys have been requesting it for a while. Sorry for holding it off. But this is the complete list I will be taking to ARG Chicago. Comment down in the comment section below what do you guys think of this list. And if you have any suggestions on maybe how to make it better, if you have any suggestions for it, let me know. This was your boy 21 with my Gadget deck profile. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out, guys. Deuces. Have a good day. Bang.